Hey, good morning everybody. This is John again from Volkswagen Planet, and today we will be working on part 14, Fuse 10 on the 1972 Super Beetle. This is going to be part 14A as an Apple, which is going to be the on car. As you can tell by the video in front of you, I've taken the backup fuse panel so we can make this video nice and clean, hopefully nice, quick, and simple. It's 5 wires to this fuse, so grab a drink and let's try to knock this out real quick. We also have some rain in the area, so I'm going to try to make this video hopefully before the rain begins here. I've got my cheat books ready, so let's knock this out here. 4.0. All right, so what we have here, we are working on fuse 10, which you can tell by counting over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 2 wires that go in front of the fuse, and the main wire comes off. Let's see if I can find it here. Out of the hole right here, which is going to be this wire, the black with a yellow stripe, which is going to be in front here. It's going to be tagged. You can see it says BK/W or Y. That's yellow. That's coming up the X location on the starter switch. So that is a 12 gauge wire. As you can tell just by looking at it, is black and yellow. It comes off the ignition switch and it goes into the front, the first part of the fuse. Now we have the same color wire, yellow and black, going to the front of the in front of the fuse also, and it is going to same gauge, 12 gauge wire again, and that is going up into your headlight switch right there. It's, like I said, it's real simple. Now, if you look on or look back in the videos, these wires are going to be, wrapped halfway around the car. So as you can tell, it's not true. This wire going to the ignition switch is probably less than a foot, and this wire going to the light switch is less than 2 feet. So let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back to deal with the 3 wires in the back. So give me just a minute and I'll be right back to you guys. Okay everybody, we're back. So today the next wire is probably going to be the worst wire of all the ones so far that we had to deal with. And let me come in the car here to kind of explain this one a little better to you. Hey look, there's little Luce. She's going to join us today. She's going to hang out while the thunder is going here till Daddy gets this video done. So let me get this done for her. Okay, you see that little on and off switch right here? Let's see. Sorry about this, guys. Kind of hard to, there it is. So, we've got this switch. As you can tell, it does turn on and off, but we have a 0.5 wire, which is a 22 gauge, which is this little spaded looking wire right here. And that's going to be the first wire that's going to come from there. I'm probably going to change that wire because it's really thin and it always keeps coming out. But let's see if I can find that wire for you. It is right here. It does go to a gray and black wire, but I'm going to show you how that goes. So that will go back into here, on one of these clips, which is going to be the back clip because this wire joins it. So that takes care of the first part of that switch. The second wire we have, let's see here where this one goes. The second wire is going to go from the back. Well, let me get the back of the fuse. It's going to come up. Yeah, let's try to get this. All right, so that's better. So it's going to come back out of the back behind the fuse. We're going to follow this wire. And if you guys remember, I think it's in video 1. If this looks familiar, this is going to be the wire, or the wire separator that sends all the wires to the what's that called? The windshield wiper motor. Now, if you remember, half those wires come off the ignition switch. But in this situation, this gray and black wire that we're talking about, and that is going to be, give me just a second here. That's going to be a 22 gauge wire also. That's going to go, if you remember the 4 wire separator we had, this is the wire that goes in before, meaning coming off the ignition switch. This right here would be off the ignition switch. So this one's going to butt up into this, and when it comes out of here, it goes to the windshield wiper motor. But again, you can tell if you watch the diagram, this wire here, literally it takes up half the page. And it's literally about 8 inches long, maybe 12 inches long total. So that's going to be the second wire, or let's see, that'd be the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth wire of all these. And the last but not least is going to be, let me see what the gauge is on this wire here. This one is going to be a 16 gauge wire. And where this wire goes, this one goes back up into the headlight switch also. So let me walk over here. And as you can tell, the headlight switch is the top switch, as if you're going to turn the headlights on. And we'll get into that in a whole entire series, but I just want to let you know that's where the wire goes up into that little package right there. So I'm not really trying to rush this, but I am kind of trying to make it a little faster because of the rain. So to give you guys a quick update again, we've got the main wire coming off the ignition switch, which was the black and the yellow wire coming to the front. Then we got the yellow with the black stripe. That's going up into the light switch. And that completes the front part of it. Now the back part, I just showed you the black wire going to behind the fuse. And that was the 16 gauge wire, which was all black. And then we have the other 2 little wires. We know that little wire back on the switch here. Let's see here. This is the wire that I showed you in the car here, which is going to be right there in the middle of your the video, which is going to be, let's see if I get my finger out there, this wire right there. And that's going to be the 22 gauge wire. Let's see if I can find it for us. It's going to be on a split cable like this, because there's only 2 spots in the front and 2 spots at the back. So it's going to split, and then it's going to split the black and gray wire, which, let me get the thickness on that wire again. So I don't want to tell you guys the wrong information here. That is going to be a 18 gauge wire. So the 18 gauge wire is going to come out of the fuse box. And that's the wire that's going to join the 4-wire connector behind the, or I should say, yeah, this could say behind the connector, because the wires in front is going to go to the windshield wiper motor. And if you want to go back and look at the wiring diagram from the last video, you'll see that this wire here is actually going, or that wire, which shares the same position right here, or location, this wire is going to the ignition switch, so it shares that, and it piggybacks off here onto the fuse. So I hope that is pretty clear for this video. I know it is a little bit rushed, but there's really not much more to say to this. So if you have any comments, concerns, or questions, please list them below. Don't be afraid to ask any questions, because I won't be afraid to tell you that I don't know. So hit that like button, or thumbs up, thumbs down. Share this video with your friends or fellow VW workers. I do have a couple of partners, I guess you could say, or fellow VW enthusiasts out of the country sharing the videos. I want to say thank to you guys. So this is working on fuse 10. And like I said, so there's not really much more to say. So we're going to finish this video up as always. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down, or don't. And don't forget to catch us hopefully tomorrow on our ongoing series on the 1972 Super Beetle Rewire. And as always, guys, the most important part of all of our videos to us, to all human mankind, is God bless you, God bless your family, God bless our great nation, the United States, and just try to be a better person in general. So we'll catch you on the next video. As always, guys, God bless you, and have a good day.